In this video, we will cover the introduction and in-service training for gross decontamination after fires procedure, the equipment needed, and the setup of this equipment. There will be two forms of gross decontamination, intermediate and full. Intermediate decontamination will occur when you come out for a bottle change or rehab and will return to the IDLH. Full decontamination will be utilized when a company is brought out and will not return to the IDLH. Each bucket should contain 2.5 inch by 3/4 inch brass adapter, 50-foot expandable hose, a reservoir sprayer, nozzle sprayer, citrus squeeze for adding to the reservoir sprayer, S14 hard surface cleaner for your helmet and any other non-porous surface, and 2 brushes. Steps for setup. Connect the adapter to any 2.5 inch discharge and connect the expandable hose with the nozzle sprayer for rinsing. Pump pressure should be set between 40 and 50 psi. Two forms of gross decontamination will be utilized. The first will be intermediate gross decontamination and will be utilized when a company is brought out of the IDLH environment for recycle, rehab, or any other instance when exiting company will return to the IDLH environment. Exiting companies should not remove any PPE until the intermediate gross decon has been performed. Intermediate decon should take place in a designated area where engine assigned to gross decon is upwind of smoke and away from engine exhaust, and beginning with personnel with the lowest air remaining, and should consist of the following in the order listed. Recycle only should include a full dry brush around face piece, neck and chest area to remove any large debris and particles. Spray entire PP ensemble with water from engine assigned to gross decon. Scrub all PP ensemble with brush before removal of face piece or regulator. Change a bottle and notify command for reassignment, or if going to rehab, continue with the following steps. Removal of PPE should begin with the removal of SCBA pack while face piece and regulator remain on and personnel stay on air. Company assigned to gross decon can assist as needed. Coat should be removed and placed away from rest rehab area to prevent inhalation of any remaining off-gassing contaminants. Upon removal of coat, personnel can remove face piece and Nomex hood. Turnout pants should be pulled down to the boots if possible to lower thermal absorption risk and cool core temperature. After removal of all contaminated gear, personnel should use decontamination wipes provided by Gross Decon Company to clean skin. The second form of gross decontamination is full gross decontamination and will be utilized when a company is brought out of the IDLH environment and will not return to the IDLH. Exiting companies should not remove any PPE until full gross decon has been performed. Full gross decon should take place in a designated area where engine assigned to gross decon is upwind of smoke and away from engine exhaust, beginning with personnel with the lowest air remaining, and should consist of the following in the order listed. Full dry brush around facepiece, neck, and chest area to remove any large debris and particles. Spray entire PP ensemble with water and citrus squeeze from the engine assigned to gross decon. Scrub all PPE ensemble with brush before removal of any PPE. Fully rinse detergent and visible contaminants from gear with water from engine assigned to gross decon. Removal of PPE should begin with removal of FCBA pack while facepiece and regulator remain on and personnel stay on air. Company assigned to gross decon can assist as needed. Next, the coat shall be removed and placed away from the rest rehab area to prevent inhaling and remaining off-gassing contaminants. Upon removal of coat, personnel can remove facepiece and Nomex hood and turnout pants. After removal of all contaminated gear, if indicated, personnel should use decontamination wipes provided by Gross Decon Company to clean skin. SCBA and other contaminated equipment should be cleaned with a manufacturer-approved cleaner and water using brush as needed before being placed back onto the apparatus. When feasible, SCBA and all other contaminated PPE should be placed inside of a bag or container that will not allow personnel to be exposed if PPE will travel inside the cab of the apparatus.
God